What's up, guys? Jings and Things in the house, back at it again with another update. Just little recap. I've been lifting for about 3 years. I gave myself some sick lower back pumps over there in last November 2022, and it's been bad ever since. Except for these last 6 weeks, I felt like it was at least like 95 to 100% healed. And so I've been spending the last 6 weeks trying to get back to that baseline that I had in November. And what sucks is my baseline at November wasn't even my like top. If anything, I was probably at 70% in November, but now I think I'm pretty close to it. And I should be excited. I should be grateful. I should be like, yay, awesome. Like, I'm not squatting 95 pounds just so I can get blood flow moving. Oh, I'm not, you know, just moving weight around for the sake of moving weight around so I don't lose frame or form, right? And it's just, I don't know. It's just, I guess this is just something I gotta get used to. I mean, this is just something that probably will happen in the future as well. I'll probably get injured in the future, and then I'll have to deload and uh, spend time going through the motions. And then once I feel fully healed, get back on it, and then spend a couple weeks just getting back to my regular baseline, if not months. I guess this is just part of it. This is like the unsexy part of lifting, and something that I just need to grow up and be mature about and just be like, hey, well, F it, It's like, what? Am I going to go compete somewhere? Am I making money off of this? Like, no. So this is just part of it. With, getting injured is part of lifting. Prehab and rehab are part of lifting. And that's that. It's just never been advertised or promoted. Every freaking advertisement I see is, a guy, and most of the time they don't even have decent physiques. They're just like skinny, and they did a few push-ups before pressing record on their Canon M50, a little $500 entry-level camera. And they'll probably be stepping out of a car and be like, hey guys, I'm here to get you jacked. And that's it. They don't necessarily say like the time frame it takes to get jacked or anything. It's just kind of like whatever, right? And most people that fall for that, I guess, are just new people, and new people, they get progress. And that's what's cool about it. I think that's why my first year or two, I never really felt bummed out about my progress. And don't get me wrong, like, I mean, it would have been great if I hit higher numbers than I did in my first 2 or 3 years and stuff, right? But I was never unhappy about it because I always had like some kind of progress, So you start lifting, first few months, lifting heavier every week or every other week. And then every other week and every week progress stops. But then we find different forms of progression, like, oh, like these reps feel easier, this last rep feels easier, oh, I got another rep with this weight, I want to control this weight more. Maybe I'll throw in an alternate movement for F6 or whatever. I'll try going to base building blocks, hypertrophy blocks, strength blocks, peak blocks, and stuff. There's all kinds of progression that we can chase, even after well, duh. I mean, why else would anyone spend countless years lifting and stuff? But my thing is, it's like, say I start, and I don't want to use squatting because squatting is just so befuddled to me. So it's like, let's say I start with 90 pounds, and then in a couple months, 110, 120, and then finally I hit like 185 for 8 reps, and then now it's 185 for 8, 185 for 8, week after week after week. And then finally I get 185 for 9. And then week after week after week, 185. All reps feel easy at 9, And then I go, oh, okay. Let me try to do, the base building, whatever. And then, let me do sets of 12 now. Let me do sets of 10 now. Let's go, let's go to the 531. And then bam, I'm continuously week after week, month after month, making some kind of progression. And then bam, I get injured. And now I can't do 185. I can't do 135. I can't do 110. Now I got to do a 15-pound bar. And, just to get the blood flowing, And it's weeks. 6 weeks pass and I'm doing a 15-pound bar, but I feel a little bit better. I try to work up, like 35, 45, 55, but I hit 55 and it still feels off. So then I got to spend another 6 weeks with a 15-pound bar. And then I finally feel better. And now I'm working myself up slowly, 25, 35, 45. And that's going to take about 8 weeks. And then maybe 12 weeks, I don't know. And then finally I'm back to doing 185 for 8. Now, that's probably like 3 or 4 months where I was just there. No progression, no fucking nothing. It's just blah, And I guess what's cool about the first year or 2 years of lifting is like, or people that know me, like people know me. I think they've known me there's some people out there that have known me for 2 or 3 years or whatever. And I guess they gave me like a grace period or something. Like, the first year they know me and they see me lift. And then after that, it's like, oh, well, where's the gains? Like, why are you still look the same? Why are you still small? Why are you still weak? And then I talk about injuries and then it's just like, oh, well, what's wrong with you? Why are you getting injured? It's like, yeah, it beats me, man. I don't want to get injured. Sucks. But, that's fine, because I don't, I'm really dumb for letting that kind of talk bother me, because I'm sure if they got into lifting and they got injured, I would, at least encourage them to work around it. Be like, hey, look, okay, fine, you can't bench press anymore, but there's a lot of things that, we can do here and stuff. I guess a little game changer for me was introducing these isolation movements, because with my lower back all effed off, I decided to take isolations more seriously, all my supersets and giant sets. What I hate about my years of lifting is I neglected a lot of accessories and isolations. Didn't care about tricep extensions or push downs or bicep curls or stomach workouts or just lateral raises, rear delt flies, push-ups. Just a lot of things that I was neglecting, and I was like, no, just get good at the big 3 or the big 5, and then I'll be good. But nowadays I implement those, and it's not like they're a game changer to any of my actual lifts. Like, I didn't start doing these accessories and stuff for the past few months, and I was like, wow, my squat's up, my deadlift's up, or whatever. If anything, I'm just getting better at the isolations, but I guess that's better than nothing, because I feel like that's just free money out there just laying around, It's like, it doesn't take that much. It doesn't, I feel like it doesn't make that much fatigue. Some tricep extensions, some curls, some sit-ups, some push-ups. Oh, man, don't do that, man. Oh, my gosh, man. You got to be purely 100% rested and healed to do your deadlifts. God forbid you do some push-ups and sit-ups. Oh, no, man. No, that's game over. So maybe in a perfect world or whatever, if I wanted to be like the best deadlifter or whatever, but it's like, I also have a job and stuff that, stresses me out and stuff. And what am I going to do? Just like not have a job and stuff because it's producing too much fatigue, and eventually my body will become used to whatever fatigue that these accessories and isolations produce. And then I'll be able to, do more. Maybe slowly but surely, I'm building up my work capacity via these movements and stuff, right? That'd be cool. And yeah, it also feels cool to actually be able, and well, I guess one thing the isolations are doing, it makes me feel more confident in my pushing movements, like the shoulder press and the bench press, the rear delt flies, lateral raises, the push-ups, the face pulls, pull-ups, all of that just makes me feel better in the shoulders, so but and I guess I'm building muscle or whatever. I really don't want to get into that, because I start doing that, then I start getting self-conscious about how fat I am or whatever, and it's like, well, maybe I do need to be self-conscious. Maybe I do need to lose like 10 pounds or whatever, because maybe I have too much excess fat on me and stuff, and maybe I should be walking around at a lower percent body fat, right? I mean, maybe that'll make me feel better. So maybe all this little bodybuildy bullshit can actually show a little bit or something, and it's not just for like joint health and shit, right? I mean, so that's the plus. But other than that, I think I finally reached my baseline from last November, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting a higher front squat, getting better at the snatch, getting better at the clean and jerk, and we'll just go from there.